This is the new gold rush. Gold prices have started to move really dramatically, as I told you ahead of time that they would, and it's just getting started. They have a lot higher to go. We hit a new record high yesterday at $2,850, and the chance of gold prices breaking through 3,000, breaking through 5,000 are really high, and I've told you for a long time the reasons why that is. But I'll tell you what moves you can make now, how to benefit from this massive gold rush that is happening right now. And if it's your first time here, this is where we talk about all these massive opportunities that are coming out of this once-in-a-lifetime economic transition and economic breakdown. So you're going to want to subscribe, click like on the video, and connect with us so that we can keep on helping you through this massive transition when there's opportunities all around you that a lot of people aren't even seeing. And if you have been here for a while, you know that we've been talking about, you and I have been talking about gold prices since China was using proxies to buy gold back when it was over $1,000 per ounce less. We've been talking about it since then about buying physical metals. We've been talking about the miners. And now this video is going to show you what's happening, the big imbalance where it's a massive opportunity for you, even if you're a newer investor. This is something that I believe would be a great investment. And I can't give you personalized trading advice, and I'm not doing that. I'm just giving you my opinion. But this would be an incredible investment for a newer investor who wants to get involved in something fundamentally sound that has a really high likelihood of going up strongly in price. So we're going to take a look at a lot of these major miners, Franco-Nevada, Newmont Mining, and tell you what's going on with the price of gold while the shares are acting a different way. And therein is your opportunity. We'll get into the exact details right now. Gold prices have gone up so much in a very relatively quick, historically looking period. And you probably think that, so you're too late or you missed the boat. I don't think you missed the boat at all, but there's an even better way to play it rather than buying gold that's gone up so much so quickly, which I think will also go higher from here. But rather than doing that, there's a lot of opportunities to get involved with some of these mining companies we're about to talk about where they dig up gold and they sell it. And as the price rises, the stock price goes down. That's across the board. It's not a company specific risk that you got to worry about. It's every business in the industry is not reflecting the value of the product that they're digging up. It's a clear gift of a trade. This obstacle of people not recognizing the real value of the stocks, the companies producing the precious metals, is a gift, an opportunity for you. You can still make the best moves for you to position yourself in the best way, especially at a time when the economy itself is not really cooperating with your financial dreams, I'm sure, and you're dealing with inflation, possible job loss coming up. So what do? Well, this is one of the things that you could do. This is an opportunity, massive opportunity for you to get involved in some of these stocks that we're talking about in this video. In my opinion, it's not personalized trading advice. And just before we get into this gift of a trade set up for you, tell me in the comments below if you own any precious metals yourself, if you own silver or gold, and do me one better, tell me how much you paid for it when you bought it. First of all, here's a chart of gold prices, and you can see in the year 2000, they were trading at $273 per ounce. So basically, it's gone up 10 times in price since the year 2000. In 2008, it was trading at $660, and it moved pretty quick from there to where it is now today, $2,850. It was up another $10 today when I started the video, so probably closer to 2,900 pretty soon, and it will break through 3,000 like I told you ages ago in about 12 videos. Well, more than that, a lot more than that. But over the same time frame, you see things like Barrick Gold. It goes from $16 to $55. Pretty good performance, but is that a good performance based on the value of the product that they're digging up has gone up in value 10 times? On its way to go up in value 20 times, 30 times? So you might say, well, maybe something's wrong with the company that the prices go down. It would be a problem if it happened to just one company. Mining companies, really good, high quality, Peter Leeds approved mining companies, are digging up gold and selling it for pretty much a stable price where then if the price of gold goes up $10 per ounce, then they're making an extra $10 for every ounce of gold that they sell. Newmont Mining, just off the top of my head, last year, they sold about 6 million ounces of gold. So if it goes up $1, they just made an extra $6 million. In the year 2000, shares of Newmont Mining were $25 each. And then when you lead up to 2008, those same shares were trading between $45 and $50. And now where we are, 2025, shares of Newmont Mining are trading at only $42. The way things should work, I'll give you an example of a company that actually is trading appropriately. Franco-Nevada is a great example. Kinross Gold as well, which is one of the stocks that tripled in price really quickly, and I sold a bunch of it recently. which you would know if you're a peterleeds.com subscriber. I tell you all my trades, my personal portfolio all the time. But in 2008, Franco-Nevada was trading at $13. And now that same stock, 2025, is trading at $136. So it went up about 10 times in value in 17 years. That's a good investment. Barrick Gold also did okay. It went from $16 to $55. But they have further to go, and they're still undervalued based on the value of the thing that they're digging up and selling, increasing in price so much. The entire world is looking at the wrong stuff right now. You're all distracted by nothing wrong with it. Cryptocurrencies, the election, latest thing with Johnny Depp, I don't know. Everyone's looking at the wrong stuff. It's pretty clear, and it doesn't need to be that difficult. People overcomplicate things. Sometimes things are quite simple. I've got $100, and I invested in Newmont Mining. And I come back in a year and I take out $200 and I buy something for my kid. And this is a headline I took from 2008. Newmont reports annual revenues in 2008 of $6.2 billion, a 50% increase in adjusted net income. So back then, Newmont was trading at $45 to $50. And even now, after that and a lot of other good financial information, they're trading at $42. This is my personal, one of my biggest holdings. It's I won't say a no-brainer because anything can happen, but I don't see this being as risky of a trade as just about anything else out there. And Newmont Mining's most recent production numbers are coming out with about 6.9 million ounces of gold. If the price of gold goes up $1, they just make 6.9 million more dollars. This is a chart of Newmont Mining's gold production from 2010 to 2023 in 1,000 ounces produced. So if you see a number, just add 3 zeros to it. And I'm just showing you Newmont as an example of how most of these mining companies are being treated so horribly. You know, a few like Dundee Precious Metals, Kinross Gold, Franco-Nevada, they've done very well. But these big, massive gold mining Goliaths, like Newmont and Barrick, aren't really getting the respect that they deserve. And when I see a clear investment opportunity for a pretty simple setup, I want to share it with you. I want to help you. This is what we do here. I'm trying to find opportunities during this economic transition because I'm looking at it thinking, what's the best thing I could do for you? How could I most help you? And it's not for everybody, but if you want to listen to this and you believe it and you agree with me and you do your own due diligence, I think, in my opinion, and I'm wrong plenty of the time, that it makes a lot of sense to get invested in really high quality, well-run, fundamentally strong corporations that are producing something that's only going to increase in value. And people see things like trading options or get rich quick stuff, or they see some of these high-flying cryptocurrencies or these stocks moving so quickly, and they think, well, that's where you got to go. You got to make the big money quickly. But some of these stocks, these gold mining companies, they've gone up 10, 20 times in value, and it's pretty straightforward and a simple trade that anyone can understand. And Kinross Gold, for example, went from $2 in the year 2000 to $26 per share in 2008. Then it fell back to $2 again, and now it's at $11. But people think you need to invest in more risky stuff or the latest hot topic stuff. You don't. That's why a lot of times in the Peter Leeds newsletter, I've talked about casket makers, funeral home companies, and they make a ton of money because it's a really straightforward business and no one wants to invest in that usually. And so the price of the shares never reflects the value of the business. The point of a business is to create money, produce money, and they're producing so much money, so they make a good trade. You don't have to go after the high flyers. Sometimes people think gold is such an old relic or a boring investment. Meanwhile, you've got these stocks going up 10 times in value, making more money than just about anything else. Now about gold prices, the things that are driving gold prices, I actually wrote an email to somebody the other day. What's happening with gold prices and why they're moving so quickly is because of everything I've told you in the last 100 videos I've made for you. I've been talking about gold prices from the streets of New York when it was $1,600 to $1,800 per ounce. I was buying it myself, my father, my son. And during this time, people think that's bad for gold. And during this time, gold has really started to move lately. And I'm saying that it's got a lot more to run higher, and it's just getting started right now. And a lot of you guys as well, because I know that for a fact because you talked to me about it. The gold trade has been really lucrative, really wonderful for us investors in this part of the market. And we don't just talk about gold, we talk about everything. But in this part of the market, this is the trade right now. This and some of these technology companies I talked about in my recent technology stock report. Every stock under $5 always. And if you want to know where gold prices are going to go next, I'm one of the only people who's been calling it from way back in the day, and I saw it the whole way and I told you why it was going to happen. Gold prices will break $5,000. If you want to know why, you can watch my video that was about exactly that. Silver prices too. Great undervalued investment. They're not reflecting the value that they're worth. At the same time, silver prices are absolutely languishing because some people see it as an industrial metal and they also know the economy is slowing down. But it's rapidly going to become a precious metal again. People will see it that way again because they're not going to be able to afford gold because it's going where I told you it was going to go years ago.